I met a lot of like Christian men talk about like their sexual urges. Christian men especially, even though it's an human experience. So both male and female actually experience sexual urges. So I'm talking about single Christian men, right? And one common theme I've noticed, like they almost feel like some people feel like it's a sin. Some others feel like it is the main reason why they need to settle down like ASAP. And honestly, yes, the Bible says, or Paul advised that if you're burning and you cannot handle it, then you should settle down, right? So you don't fall into the sin of fornication, which makes sense. But would that be the only reason why you settle down? I mean, yeah, there's more to marriage than sex, right? So if the only reason why you're entering marriage is just because you want to flee from fornication, what happens after you get married? There's something called adultery. There are things called lust, right? So as I keep saying it, marriage is not going to solve your lust problem. Lust, as in LUST, it is not going to solve your problem with lust. It is something that you have to sit down with God and deal with his word, right? But the bone of contention in this video is it normal to have sexual urges? Am I sinning against God if I feel like having sex if I'm not married? The answer is no, right? But what you do with those urges is what could now be considered is God. So how do you deal with sexual urges as a male or a female? One is talk to God, be honest with God. Like I feel like people think God is this. I mean, God is is transcendent, right? Is everything, right? Is up there, but is also our Father, and that's why He sent Jesus to us, so that Jesus will also have that human experience. And that's why the Bible says that we don't have an high priest that is not moved by the feelings of our infirmities. So we basically have somebody that has gone through those temptations just like us, right? So first thing is admit those emotions, the feelings, the urges to God, and ask Him for the wisdom on how to tackle it. That is one. Two is your gates. I feel like there's no video I'll make that I don't mention your gates. Your gates, which is your eyes, your ears, your nose, your mouth, your skin, actually, right? So anything that is a source of like information into you, you have to make sure you guard them, right? You cannot be found watching videos that are provocative or that are erotic. Like, you are setting yourself up for disaster if purity is such a big deal to you, which it should be as a child of God. And purity doesn't end when you get married. Purity is forever and ever, right? But that's story for another day. You have to make sure the things you take in are not enabling that lustful desire in you. They are not enabling that part of you that God is still working on, right? So you have to make like things that other people can handle. You have to be honest with yourself and be like, girl, guy, no, count me out of this. There's no point trying to feel among, because those people are not going to be there when you are repenting of your sin, right? So why not just flee all appearance of evil, as the Bible says? The third thing I would say is have accountability partner. Have like an older person, somebody more mature than the faith. It could be also your friend, a mentor, whoever that could hold you accountable. I've had instances. I remember there was a time I was in a relationship and I was very much attracted to the person, and I had to have like a spiritual covering. I had to have somebody that was accountable to. So every time that I would meet with the person, I would text that accountability partner that I am with this person at this moment. Make sure you check in every now and then. If I don't reach out to you in the next 15 minutes, 30 minutes, call me. Something like that. You have to have people that would hold you accountable, and people that also would not judge you. That person was not judgmental, so it was easy for me to open up to her. It was a her in my own case. The last thing I would say is that have have like a group of young people that are on fire for God that you communicate with or even commune with regularly. For me, it's my house fellowship. So my house fellowship is like a group of young adults, and that really helps because you are talking about struggles. You're talking about struggles that are peculiar to people of your age. So you are able to like come out and be like, oh, I'm struggling with this. You're struggling with that too. How do you overcome this, right? So that's what the Bible says, iron sharpeneth iron. You cannot do this Christian work yourself. You need people. You need the right people, and God will send you those people. I hope this has blessed you. So one is tell God about your feelings. Be honest about the urges. 2 is like guard your gates, flee all appearance of evil. 3 is have an accountability partner, somebody that you can confide in and someone that can hold you accountable. Then the last but not the least is have a group of young people or people of your age or people that have like similar experiences with you that are on fire for God, so you can see that you're not alone, and together we can overcome it.